Let me ask you guys about retirement. You guys are both full-time employees. You're your own boss.
You're
you
welcome.
work for us.
If we're not,
I know,
you're welcome.
sorry. But no, what are your thoughts about it? How long are you guys, would you work? How would you decide not to work? Are you going to work forever?
Trying to tell me
I'm not
something
trying to
like
tell you.
I'll quit when Carol quits. That's a safe one.
Good. I hope you both never quit. Have you thought about that at all?
No, I'm sure you think about it. I think Warren. No, Warren is much more fixed in his mind about what he's going to do. And that's why when people say, "Well, we ought to write a story about who's going to succeed Warren Buffett,"
Yeah.
I say, it's just kind of ridiculous to say that, because he isn't going to retire. And if he doesn't retire, if he runs Berkshire 10 years more, the whole set of people who might succeed him will have changed. And so it's ridiculous to write a story about that. No,
I agree. It's very simple. I'm having the time of my life. At some point, your mind goes. I mean, and I've told my kid. I think it was David Ogilvy that says, develop your peculiarities when you're young. That way, when you get older, people won't think you're going gaga. So I did that. I followed that advice. But my children will come in to me, and at some point I've told all three to come in at the same time and tell me, you're going gaga, Daddy. And if only one of them comes in, they're out of the will, so they have to come in en masse. But the truth is, in terms of managing money or even managing a business, depending on the nature of the business and the way it's managed, age really isn't much of a deterrent. It's a deterrent to everything else. I mean, in terms of hand-eye coordination, balance, all kinds of things. But in terms of getting the most out of other people, which is what my job is, and in terms of allocating capital, so far it hasn't been a deterrent. Who knows what happens next week.
So, but you have a contingency plan in terms of governance.
Oh, it's total. I mean, if I die tonight, tomorrow morning there will be a CEO named. Every board knows exactly who it is. If for some reason that person's unavailable, they know another one. I mean, it's what we spend a majority of our time on.
Carol, I want to ask you what you think Warren Buffett's legacy is. What do you think people will remember Warren Buffett for?
Well, I think he will be remembered well into the next century. I think it will be mostly for being the investor first, then the businessman. But I think the philanthropist will also be very much in there. So I think what you have now is a very rounded person. I think his legacy will be very strong. I think he's going to become a historical figure.